My goodness, guys, this just keeps on getting worse. Nvidia's down another 5% right now. We hit $110 per share just about 10 minutes prior to me making this video, as every index is getting squashed. So we're going to break down Nvidia, the charts. Of course, what I'm looking to do, what I've been doing here, we have to do an update there. But first, guys, hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe. We're on the road to 100K subs here, and get your 30 stocks from Moomoo. Deposit $100. Using that link down below, you get 5 free stocks right off the bat. Deposit at least $2,000. You get 25 more free stocks, and your uninvested cash now will earn up to 8.1% APY, which, guys, it's free money. You might as well do it. You have a couple more weeks to hop on this deal, so use that link down below or go to StockSurfFest.com/Moomoo, and let's dive into it, guys. So again, it is not looking pretty. We're down across the board, so it's not just Nvidia. I mean, every stock for the most part on my watch list is getting hit, and we have every index down big time. We're talking S&P's now down 1.6%, and by the way, it's almost power hour. It's about 3 o'clock here on the East Coast, so the S&P's down 1.6%, Dow's down 0.9%, which is holding up. It's holding up the best out of the bunch. The Russell's down 1.3, and QQQ is getting demolished today, guys. Earlier, it was down 3%. Now it's down 2.4%, so we are getting a little rally here in the indexes. Nvidia as well, but it's obviously still a very bear-dominant day today, obviously, right? And we can see here on Nvidia, we started off the day pretty decent. I mean, I guess we did downtrend all the pre-market, so really the rally we got at open was just a relief rally. But we did pop at open a little bit, and that was met with, obviously, more selling, and we hit $110.22 just about 20-30 minutes prior to me making this video. And you guys can now see that we're starting to rally a little bit. We're pushing almost to $112 per share, and I'm not, thinking this is a breakout rally or anything. This is clearly another recovery rally, relief rally, kind of like what we saw at open this morning. But let's see, maybe it's got some legs. Maybe the markets do recover heading into close, considering how rough of a day it has been. That would actually be quite nice if we did gain back some of these losses. I doubt the markets go green. That'd be a miracle at this point today. But if we gain back some of the losses, let's say Nvidia got back to, let's say, 114.15, I would consider that a win, and we're already seeing a decent rally on these indexes. Like I said, look at SPY running here on the intraday. That's looking pretty nice into close. QQQ is doing the same thing. Like I said, it was down over 3% at one point. Now we're down 2.25%, so we've recovered about 1%. Not bad. And the Russell, obviously the Dow, they're doing the same thing. So at this point, guys, Nvidia on the 1 hour time frame looks like it's trying to test. I mean, it is testing the lows from 2 days ago. On Tuesday, we hit 108 to 110. We're back at that level, and it seems like buyers are coming in there. We are respecting that support as of now, which we'll see how tomorrow plays out, how next week plays out. But we are holding 108, 109, 110 today, although we did get rejected this morning at a lower high under the 180 SMA here, which ultimately, guys, on the 1 hour time frame, this level needs to break for any signs of or for any legitimate momentum to build up and for the downtrend to break, right? And I'm noticing a slight bullish divergence, I think, on the 4 hour chart. Slight. Yeah, it looks like here the RSI is trying to make some higher lows as the overall chart is making lower lows here. Do you guys kind of see it? We're making lower lows here on the chart, but the RSI is putting in these higher lows. If you guys can kind of see it, that might be pointing or might be showcasing a potential or kind of foreshadowing, whatever I'm trying to say here, a potential bottom, right? Or maybe a spot of reversal. So I like the way that's kind of setting up here. Obviously, we're not getting the full-on breakout yet, but I am noticing some signs of a bullish divergence and a double bottom starting to form here on Nvidia. You can see here we held 109, 110 again a couple days ago. Now we're holding it again. Not guaranteed it's going to be a double bottom breakout. It's a double bottom now, but the breakout part hasn't happened yet. So for me, guys, I've been buying shares. You know that. And I made a speculative bet yesterday, which honestly the timing might have not been the best on that, but I did buy what's it called, the July 18th $130 calls. Maybe it's a little crazy, a little too out of the money, maybe a bit of a degenerate move on my part, but I'm trying to play the snapback here in this stock in the short term via options, because to be honest, man, I just think we're way oversold in the very short term. I'm not saying that volatility is done or we're due for just a full-on breakout back to all-time highs. I'm not calling for that necessarily, but I do think in the short term here, we are due for some sort of bigger snapback rally. And you guys can see on Nvidia's chart here, if I zoom in, we've gotten a rally time and time again. Each time we've gotten to the bottom of this channel, each time we've gotten a bit too oversold on this 4-hour chart, we've gotten a nice rally. Most recently, back in the beginning of February, about a month ago, we got disgustingly oversold. We went from 145, 150 all the way down to 110. That was a drop of 25% in about a week, right? And then we got a nice rally, a big one at that, all the way to $140 per share. That was a 25% rally. So at this point, guys, we actually took out the lows from early February, right? So we're even more oversold than we were then. And, right, we got to the bottom of this channel. We're noticing the bullish divergence. It's a speculative bet. I'm like, okay, I'm thinking, sure, maybe we go a little lower in the short term, whatever, but I'm thinking in the next week or two, we get some sort of rally like this, right? Back towards 120, back towards 130, maybe higher. And that's where I'm looking to kind of, exit that position, make some money in the short term here via options, call options. And honestly, I haven't really bought too many call options in the last couple of months. I like selling options a lot more than buying them, but I'm like, let me put on a more risky bet here in the short term. Maybe it pays out, or pays off. Maybe it doesn't. If it doesn't, I'm not going to be screwed completely. Again, these expire in July, so we have time. We have about 4 months. And the key is, guys, in my eyes, with buying call options or put options, whatever, buying options in general, obviously you have to think of theta, time. If you hold it all throughout, if I held it to July, it could expire worthless. So my plan here is to sell out way before July, right? Way before July. Even if it's for a loss, if I lose 20, 30, 40% on the position, that's better than 100%. If the trade's clearly not going in your favor with options, especially, you got to be quick to get out, especially, considering the time decay, theta in this case. You gotta take that into consideration. Holding options through or to expiration, especially if it's clearly a losing trade, is pretty stupid because you're going to lose all your money. It is what it is. And options are very risky, buying them, that is. So I like doing longer dated options, right? I'm not a big fan of, week, trading options or buying options that expire a week out or 2 weeks out. I like months out. So obviously I have more time, and I have more time for the trade to kind of figure itself out. But, hopefully, ideally, I'm out of this thing in the next month or next couple of weeks. We shall see. But that's kind of what I'm doing here, guys. The timing might have been off a little bit. I bought those yesterday. They're down a decent amount today for sure, but I think we're going to get the snapback in due time. I could be wrong, though, but that's kind of what I'm doing. What do you guys think right now? Let me know in the comments. Make sure to run the likes up, by the way. Subscribe, do all that good stuff here, guys. And if you want some free stocks on a red day like today, who doesn't want some free stocks, guys? Get 30 stocks from Moomoo. Deposit at least $100 using that link down below. You get 5 stocks. Deposit $2,000. You get 25 more stocks, and your uninvested cash now will earn up to 8.1% APY. Get on it, guys. Use that link down below. The clock's ticking, or go to stocksurfest.com/Moomoo. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you guys in the next video.